If you'd like to come over here to the Perspex shed, we're going to put a display on for you shortly. There will be some audience participation, so kids, come on over. Good morning, happy election day.
Did you have to wake it up?
I went from the Operational Safety Skills Command and the Weapons and Defensive Tactics Unit. And our role is to train police in their operational skills out on the street. So basically they can come home at the end of the day and see their family safely. So that's our job. Today we're going to cover some basic tactics that the police do and that they do in their training. Now police do training every year, and that training consists of some scenario-based training, so we make it as realistic as we can, considering we have restraints in regards to safety. So we can't use real firearms, we have to use safety equipment like pads and things like that. So they do scenario-based training, also skills-based training as well. So with their firearm, batons, and OC spray, taser. So in a combination between this reality-based skills, scenarios, it prepares them for real-life scenarios on the street. Now, with the police in their tactical options they have, so they have handcuffs, they have batons, OC spray, taser, firearm. These skills that they have and they use have to be justified. And it makes it difficult for police to justify these skills because as an offender, you make a decision to avoid arrest, whatever you might use, whatever weapon, but the police have to make a number of decisions before they can use capsicum spray. Are they justified? Are they justified according to the guidelines? Are there any innocent people around? If they use that spray, will anybody else be injured? So there's a lot of decisions they have to make before they use a tactic, whatever it might be. So they have to make that decision in a matter of a split second. So today we're going to demonstrate a number of skills that the police do in their training, which they use operationally. So first we're going to go into a check drill. Now a check drill, we'll do a demonstration first. If we go. Get back. Get back. So a check drill is used for if someone invades the police personal space when they're told not to. The police can strike that person, thoracic area in the chest, to maintain a reactionary gap, and they can go to another tactical option. So they might do a check drill and then move back, and use another tactical option, maybe OC spray. So that's a check drill. Next one we're going to cover is an angle kick. Go. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. So with an angle kick, they're striking the person between the hip bone and the knee, and we're striking that perineal nerve. So does anyone have a dead leg at school? The old dead legs? Yeah? So that's what we're trying to do. Give the person a dead leg. It's a distraction, so we distract that person by using an angle kick. Then we can create distance, reactionary gap, and move to another tactical option. Knee strike. Get back.
You're here?
Get back. So again, a distractionary technique. If you're close to an offender and a situation escalates, you need to escape from that situation, you can deliver a knee strike, distract the person, get that reactionary gap, move back and shoot another tactical option. Palm heel strike. Get back. Get back. Again, another type of strike that we use. Again, a distraction strike to maintain or get a reactionary gap, move back and use another tactical option. ground defence. So with ground defence, police now are trained in defending themselves if they become in a grounded position, so they're being attacked by an offender. So and again, boys. So the police officer on the ground is in a vulnerable position where the offender's on top striking. When you're on the ground, obviously you're vulnerable in the head area, and also you're vulnerable because you have appointments on your belt. So we're taught to defend against that and escape from that, disengage, create a reactionary gap, then go to another tactical option. OC. Sorry, Baton strike. Baton strikes. ×3.
Get back! Get back, get back! Get back! Get back!
Okay, the police baton. It's an aluminium baton, hollow. And again, the strike areas there is that between the knee and the hip, looking at that perineal nerve, that old dead leg nerve, right? Again, we've got to be justified with everything we do. Make that decision very quickly. Obviously, if that baton strike is not effective, so we struck 3 times, if that's not effective, we could move back, create a reactionary gap, and then move to another tactical option. OC with a stick. Okay, so OC spray.
Get back!
Okay, it's not real capsicum spray. Don't panic. Okay, again, because I said at training, we have restrictions, obviously, for safety. So these cans are refillable with distilled water. All right. If it was real, everyone here would be affected. Right? It's airborne particles, and the wind moves it around, everyone would be coughing. Right? I'm going to demonstrate the Taser. So we have a what we call cuff man. Right, cuff man's our Taser dummy, and we can do various skills on cuff man that we couldn't do on a real person because they'll get injured. So cuff man's very flexible. We can bash him, we can kick him, we can throw him to the ground, we can taser him, we can OC spray him. So he's very good for our training. So what we'll do now is we're going to demonstrate a 2-man drill on a taser. So one officer has a taser and one officer is the backup officer. When you're ready.
Taser! Move in, handcuff him. Watch the wires, move in, handcuff him. Watch the wires, handcuff him.
So here the person's been tasered. Taser probes were effective. Offender's fallen to the ground. Placed in the handcuff position, so he's going to be handcuffed, now and secured. And then once he's secured, we roll him into that recovery position. The officer will reload, and then we'll assess the person, assess their welfare, and a few things happen once we taser someone, or any option that we use to ensure their welfare. So we make sure they're not injured. We actually have to call the ambulance, and the ambulance gives them a check, make sure they're okay. We need to remove the probes as well. Has anybody seen the Taser before? taser before? So that's the police taser. Right. It has a camera on the bottom. So it has a camera, and that camera is also infrared. So it records. It records in daytime and records infrared at night time. It also records audio as well. So as soon as the taser is armed, right, it is now recording. So it records the officer's actions and also it records the offender's actions as well. And that can be subpoenaed and given at court. Right, so it records, so for a court, the police, what they did, and also how the offender behaved and what the offender did. Everyone's heard it delivers 50,000 volts. I've heard that on the news. That's pretty much correct. It delivers a shock to the person. So if I just arm it now and pull the trigger, you'll hear the electricity arcing. So that goes for 5 seconds. And when you're actually tasered, that's a long 5 seconds. Long 5 seconds. So after that 5 seconds is over, the police, they reassess. They reassess and the offender's under control, and they can move in and they handcuff the offender. So that's the taser. Now for a few years, 5 years probably. Very effective tool, and again, another tactical option for police. Here's our offender in our taser suit. So we can, that initial taser you just saw, they were with operational probes and wires. So those wires conduct electricity, and that's why we use them with the cuff man dummy. So this taser cartridge, it fires 2 small probes, but the wires are fishing line, so it's not conductive, so we won't get that electrical shock. So this makes it a bit more difficult for police because the dummy, or sorry mate, you're not a dummy. The role player, bad choice of words, the role player can actually move around and behave more like someone they would face on the street. Maybe affected by alcohol or drugs or a mental illness. So they can use their tactical option, but also they need to use their communication skills as well to try and de-escalate the situation. Good to go.
Mate, put the stick down. Put it down. Taser! Move in, handcuffing. Watch those wires. Get those cuffs on him, watch those wires. Mate, just do as you're told.
So continually communicating to the offender, always talking.
Right. We'll help you out, mate. Just do as you're told, we'll help you out. Right? And the next.
So again, the post-deployment, we have to remove the probes. We've got to make sure that the offender's welfare is checked. Also, you'll notice in these scenarios we have an officer in a fluorescent vest. He's a safety officer. So all scenarios and all weapons training, we need safety officers. So they make sure it's safe, that all the equipment that's being used is training equipment. They also make sure that the scenario follows the script. So everyone that undergoes a scenario, it's the same scenario. Make sure that the role player follows scenarios and all weapons training, we need safety officers. So they make sure it's safe, that all the equipment that's being used is training equipment. They also make sure that the scenario follows the script. So everyone that undergoes a scenario, it's the same scenario. Make sure that the role player follows what he's supposed to do, what he's supposed to say, to make it realistic. Okay, the next scenario is going to be a Simunition scenario. As you see, the officer in the cell here, he's got a blue pistol, a blue Glock. Now that blue Glock is a Simunition pistol. It's a paintball pistol. So that's it. This is our version of paintballing. So it fires a small paintball round, right, out of the pistol, and the pistol operates exactly like a real Glock, except for it fires a paintball round. Now it's a different calibre, so we can't make any mistakes and put a live round in that pistol. So it's very safe. It can only fire a paintball round. They're quite accurate, and they do sting a bit when they hit you. So again, we have some safety equipment. But we don't want too much safety equipment because the police won't react how they would on the street. So if you have too much safety gear on, they won't react the same. So we do want it to sting a little bit, so they react. So we're going to do a paintball scenario. We're going to have an offender, and the police will be there with our OC spray. Something's going to happen, and they need to change to a tactical option to suit that situation. So they're going to start off with their capsicum spray out. Something will happen, and they're going to escalate to a different tactical option and resolve the situation. So the challenge here is, in our training, is to prepare police for situations they face in real life. So we have a Simunition mask that protects their face, also a neck guard to protect the neck, some gloves, and a groin guard, very important, and that's pretty much all we really need. So we've got a... When you're ready, boys.
Back! Mate, just get back. Alright, mate, get back.
I'll fix you.
That's it, just get back.
I'll fix you.
Get back. Gun! Put the gun down! Put it down! Put it down! Alright, I'll start.
Pretty good shot, isn't he? So yeah, it's a paintball pistol, pretty much. Again, it escalates that situation. It's going from an aggressive offender with nothing, then that offender reaches into a bag, pulls out a firearm, so then he escalates to another tactical option to resolve that. And that situation, that tactical option was a pistol, and he dealt with that. So good job, boys. Is there any questions at all? Anyone's got? Stop the threat, so wherever that may be. Right, so we don't aim to shoot the knife out of their hand or anything like that. We just shoot to stop the threat. And that goes with any option we use, say taser or firearm, or even the baton. We just need to stop the threat.
You wouldn't shoot, you wouldn't aim for the heart, like you aim for the back of the lower leg or anything like that.
No, yeah, we just aim for the biggest body mass.
Biggest body mass.
Yeah, to give us the best chance to stop that threat. Yeah. All right, hang on. I've got a radio message. Hang on. He's out. He's on the loose. We need to arrest Bad Billy. I need a police recruit. Any volunteers? Any volunteers? Police recruit? Over there and get your police hat and get your equipment.
She's going to pretend to be. She's pretending to be.
We need to arrest Bad Billy.
Where's Bad Billy? Right, she's just pretending.
All right. Come over here. What's your name? Nancy. Come over here, Nancy. I'll tell you what's going to happen. Yeah. That's Bad Billy. He's been a naughty boy. All right. You need to go and arrest him. Oh, you know what? I'll give you something else to help you. I'm going to spray him. So, you reckon you can spray Bad Billy in the face with this? You should put the thumb on there. That's it. Can you do that? Look, this one on the floor. That's it. Not yet. So Bad Billy's carrying on like a good sword. All right.
What's going on?
And he needs to be arrested. Ready? So,
What's happening, mate?
come over here.
I'll get you.
Fat Billy, you're under arrest.
Who are you? I'll get you.
I'm Comfortable Nancy.
I'm not going back to jail. I'm not going back to jail.
You're under arrest. Get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
No way. No way, Chief.
I'm gonna spray you then.
What with that little stuff? Ah, that Tommy.
Well done. Well done. Well done. You can stay there. You're so good. You can have another go. But no, one more volunteer. You'll be full, mate. Off you go. Go and get your. Go put your kit on.
Oh, you're back. Yes, sir.
Just going to make sure we've got handcuffs and a key. Alright, you're going to come in from over here. What's your name? George? George is going to be the backup cop. He's going to be in the police car. Now look out, crowd. Watch out, guys. You need to run over. This police driver, I haven't seen him. Whoa. I haven't seen him do his driving course yet, so. Alright, so Constable Nancy's trying to arrest this offender. She's trying to put a wrist lock on him. Oh, and she's struggling. And she's going to yell out, help, help, I need backup. Help, help, quick, go. Faster. It's not a high patrol car. Jump in. Quick. Come on, get on the other side. Get on the ground, Bad Billy.
Nice place, alright? Copy.
Try and get those cuffs on. He's still struggling. Stay still, Bad Billy. These are newly trained police, Bad Billy. Well done, boys and girls. Well done, George. Well done, Nancy. Good job. Well done. Give your photos.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
Oops! I did it again, baby. Yeah!
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye for now.